Jai Hind everyone. So today I'm going to talk about map pointing and a very simplified way, which is old school but is the most fundamental way to remember everything across map pointing, general studies, geography, and most of the things associated with it. So let's start. The map of India can be divided into a couple of groups. Okay, I mean, this is what I used to do in my school time. Coming from an ICSE background, we had extensive map pointing, including topography maps and all that. But off late, that I've always practiced as a hobby, and that has given me some understanding. That is grouping of the map and dividing into several zones. For example, the latitude extent of India is from 8 degrees approximately, 8 degrees and some minutes, 8 degrees 7 minutes to 37 degrees 6 minutes. Okay, so this entire thing can be divided into around 7 groups. So now I'm going to switch my camera and I'm going to show you the map, how I use it, and how I make the notes. And this, I'm sure, will give you a very thorough understanding about all the things that you need to know. And it's a one-time investment, one-time effort, and the best tool for revision. You may be avoiding, you can avoid at least multiple books of, in physical geography and political geography. You can. So let's start with it. Switch my camera. 1 second. I'll just fix the autofocus. Yeah, okay. So now as you see, just this is the Oxford Atlas. Okay, I use this particular atlas over here. Okay, now this here is the India physical map, and here is the political map. So I make sure that I use it, accordingly. Like, I mean, both the things have to be together. It cannot be like, one by one. Both the physical and the political map have to be side by side. Now look over here. 1 second. So this is 8 degree north latitude, this is 12 degree north latitude, this is 16 degrees north latitude, okay, this is 20 degrees north latitude, this is the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degrees, this is the 24th degree north latitude, okay, and then again come here, it's 28 degrees over here, 28 degrees over here, 32 degrees over here, and then 36 degrees over here, and this is the topmost part, which is 37 degrees. So my grouping will be based on latitudes. Leave the longitude. Like, if you move from down south to up north, you will have latitudes, right? This is the latitudes. These are the different latitudes. But now, if you move sideways, these are the longitudes. So leave the longitudinal grouping. Just go with the latitude grouping, and I'll tell you the reason why. Once in the environment, there was a question that came somewhere, I think in the 2011 or 2012. Like, there was a question on geography, and it appeared in multiple exams like civil services. It appeared in what do you call the SSC. It appeared for CDS as well. That name the state that is along the same latitudinal extent of Rajasthan, and it has more than 30% of forest cover and 12% of the biodiversity species under the protected reserve. So this, it is like, same latitude extent as that of Rajasthan, and moving along, it is the similar state that is having more than 30% of forest cover. Now, if you see, Uttar Pradesh is having more of a grassland type thing, but not a forest cover. Okay, you move left, and then Arunachal Pradesh over here has more forest cover as compared to any other state. So the answer was Arunachal Pradesh, according to the books, and that is how I got the idea of how this can be useful. And like, even in the ICSE geography around in 2008, we used to study in similar way, because map pointing used to be a part of it, and it carried around 20-30 marks. So this latitude divisions is very grouped. Now, if you see, this latitude is coming from 24 degrees to 28 degrees, and then 28 degrees to 32 degrees over here. Okay, some part of it. Now, around the 28-degree north latitude, you move straight, you move straight, you move straight, and then you find this state of Arunachal Pradesh. So this is how the question was asked, and upper above portion of the Rajasthan also coincides with this particular latitude. So now, yeah, so now the groupings are formed. Okay, now let's go ahead with the groupings. So this entire map can be divided into 7 groups, right from down south to up north. Okay, so here is the thing. See, group 1, 8 degree to 12 degree north. Group 2, 12 degree to 16 degree north. 3, 4, that includes the Tropic of Cancer. 5, 6, 7. Okay, This is how you can group it into 7 groups. Now you have to take extensive notes. This is how the notes are. See, latitudinal range is 8 degrees to 737 minutes. That's a whole map. In group 1, that is 8 degree to 12 minutes north. Which are the states that are coincide with it? That is Kerala, little portion of Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. Now come to the map. Okay. So here is the 8 degrees to 12 degree north. Here, this includes the Lakshadweep Islands. This includes the Kerala. Some part of the southern part of the Karnataka, that is from this region, and Tamil Nadu. Okay. And of course, in the eastern side, you have the Andaman Nicobar Islands. Similarly, go to the physical map. This is the political map. So I will write like this. This is the political, Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Now come to the physical map. See, this is the India physical over here. Okay. Now again, you come over here, 8 degrees to 12 minutes. You have the Lakshadweep Islands. This is this green region is around Kerala. Again, this is the part of Tamil Nadu. Okay, and this part is the southern Karnataka, like a southern portion, that is the Bangalore and this particular part. Now, what are the major physical features? If you see, this is where you have to start taking extensive notes, like Cardamom Hills is there, Annamalai Hills, the highest peak being Sanaimudi, and Nilgiri Hills, the highest peak being Dodabetta. The other hills that are there, Shevarao Hills and Javadi Hills. Okay, and this is the kind of physical features that you see from the map. Okay, and the rivers, like okay, the rivers Vagai. Okay, and what are the east flowing rivers? Kaveri is over here. Okay, now come to this particular part, physical features. Okay, Malabar coast, Nilgiri. This is how I've written the notes. So this is the one-time effort that you have to do, where you have to take down the notes. Now also reflect back to the political map. See the adjoining states. How many border states? Like Kerala has Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. These are 2 border states. Okay, so similarly over here, I will write Kerala has 2 border states. How many with Karnataka? Karnataka is 5. Why? Karnataka is having here Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra. So this is around the 5 states of border. So Karnataka states have 5 states of neighboring borders. Similarly, Tamil Nadu has number 3. Okay, Tamil Nadu has Kerala, this Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. Now let's move to this part. Now the most important part across, which is question these days, it's about the biosphere reserves and about the environment. These questions are coming a lot. Okay, so either way, even if it's not coming, see this. I hope you're understanding, getting the concept. The concept of this is a minimized effort, but one time of maximum effort. So in one time only you make all the notes and you prepare a notebook, and uske baad you will not need to refer any other extensive books or repeatedly you have to see the maps. You will not need that. Okay, and in the political map you have the index of which is a district, which is not a district, what is the population above 5 lakhs, or like over here, if you see, this is the index panel. Okay, any state that is represented with a single dot like this is having 1 million to 5 lakh, that is around 10 lakh to 50 lakhs. Okay, so this is how it starts. Okay, 5 lakh to 10 lakh with a heavier dot. So over here, let's look forward for Kerala. Like this Kochi will have it's 2 concentric circles with a single dot. So now two concentric circles with a single dot is this, that is 5 lakh to 10 lakh. So the population of Kochi will be 5 lakh to 10 lakh. Okay, now biosphere reserves. Take down the notes like this. What are the biosphere reserves in Kerala and Tamil Nadu? So this is how it is. 1996, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, that was established in 1996. Okay, now what is the location? I'm sorry. Yeah, what is the location? It's part of Wayanad, Nagarhole, Bandipur, Murumalai, and Nilambur. Western Ghats, that's the flora. What is the type of flora? Flora is a vegetation cover. Okay, what is the kind of fauna? That is the Nilgiri tahar, lion tail macaque. That is what is found. In 1989, Gulf of Mannar, that is in the southern part of Tamil Nadu. Like Indian part of the Gulf of Mannar, from Rameshwaram Island to the Kanyakumari. What is the type of vegetation? It's coastal area. What is the fauna? Duogong. The reason I have underlined this because this appeared in the recent question in the SSC CGL as well as in civil services as well as in CDS. Okay. This, how you can refer it? You can refer it from here. 1 second. Yes. So if you just go to Biosphere Reserves, like I have shortlisted out the different part of only Tamil Nadu and Kerala, Karnataka. That is a regional part. So, and from here you will get the different species. So it is having the state wise. So this is something this hard work you have to do. So I'll do for all the 7 groups. Again, here it is. Niche pe there. This is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu was there. So this was the part I took from there. Okay, now after biosphere reserves, you come to the national parks, because next to the biosphere reserves is the national park. That is why I've written over here Agastamalai Biosphere Reserve, that is location in this region, Kerala and Tamil Nadu area. Now this is the part. Flora is Western Ghats, and again, and in Andaman Nicobar also I've mentioned, because that is also coming in the same group, right? So Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. Now Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve is the only biosphere reserve. There are a lot of sanctuaries in Andaman Nicobar, but this is something that is important, because saltwater crocodile has been asked in a lot of questions, in previous year questions, and it is located in the southernmost part of the Andaman Nicobar. Okay, now let's come to the national parks. How you gonna study? This is the national park, just open from Wikipedia. Again, you just take the notes from here, like from here. Now Karnataka will not take it, because Karnataka will again come in the group 2. Okay, if you just see over here, Karnataka will come in the group 2, that is 12 to 16 degrees. So Karnataka is coming in this particular part, so leave out Karnataka for now, and I just do it with Kerala and Tamil Nadu. And Kerala is this Amayadi National Park, and what is the species that is found? That is a Pambar River. No notability, but it's found in the location of Pambar River. Okay, now come to Tamil Nadu or Kerala again, if you find any. So Kerala again, yes, we have found, and this is Eraviculam National Park, Nilgiri Tahir, and this part is the flora. So this is how you can take the notes of it. Okay, and again you come down Tamil Nadu, you have Gindi National Park, that is for the snakes and all that. Yeah, black bugs and jackals. Similarly, like this. So this is how you can put. It is my belief that when you go with this, see, you need to understand one thing. Wherever you're putting efforts, wherever you're putting your time, make sure it should be one-time effort. Try to minimize like that, because see, what is happening is, with a progressive student mindset, what is different from these school examinations and competitive examinations? You have to devise out the strategy. Okay, one second. So yes, you have to devise out the strategy. Now, if you in the school examinations you have to read extensive books, that's a different equation. Now, if you do the map pointing as a fun activity, because map pointing is something as like a fun activity, it's not an academic curriculum. I mean, I didn't take up art subjects after 10th standard, but the map pointing was so fascinating that I even keep it today. I always keep a compass with me, and I always carry the atlas with me, irrespective of the fact wherever I'm going. Even if I'm going for tour and travel, okay, I carry the atlas with me. So it's like my hobby, not a regular one, not a weekly one, not even a month, maybe a monthly one. Maybe it's just like in 1 month in a time, in just once in a day, in a month, I am touching the book of Atlas. But I take the interest in this particular way. Like, okay, if I'm doing about Kerala, if I'm doing about Karnataka or any other state, everything should be known. The political, that is the population, demography, physical geography, the kind of mountain ranges, and what are the most important, the biosphere reserves, because biosphere reserves and national parks will have restricted and endangered species of habitats. Okay, because as by the definition, the national park, there is no human activity allowed, but in sanctuary, human activity is allowed. Okay, so this is how things are. So I believe that this is going to help you. Wish you all the very best. Please give me a feedback if this helps you. This is something, it is a tried and tested method I used to do in school days, and it helped me avoid much of the geography reading, because the books are really very extensive and exhaustive. So if this is like the baby steps to take a very shortcut kind of thing, a simplified and a smart way. But of course, book reading is much recommended. You have to read your NCRT. In our curriculum, we did not have NCRT, but we had other books. ICC did not have NCRT as such, but yes, NCRT is a very good and simplified, very simplified form of book where you can do a lot of things. Okay, and apart from this, Majid Hussain is a good book, Indian World Geography. Like, I have that particular book. I think I have it with me right now. Oh, yes. No. Indian World Geography by this thing. It's a very exhaustive book, so I preferred it because I like exhaustive reading, more stuffs and all that. And apart from that, G.C. Leong, and there are a lot of good books. But this is about map pointing, so enjoy map pointing as a hobby, enjoy map pointing as an activity, have fun, and know more about country and the other continents of the world. Jai Hind, have a happy Sunday, and wish you all the very best. Jai Hind, and sincere prayers for all your family members. Take care.